but if Hugh is stepping in, perhaps you care to do a little more introduction.
I will. Firstly, thank you to Neil, who volunteered to do this, but unfortunately, Apple came out with a big announcement about Apple Pay, and Neil's business is all to do with micropayments and lots of other things besides, and he felt he had to go to London to meet his US strategy team to talk about the opportunity that this development had for the market. So he has very kindly supplied me with his notes and 3 slides. So bear with me that I'm not Neil, but I think it's important just to share the 3 ideas he had, because they do actually round off this evening quite neatly. There we go. His first thing to stress to everyone is that innovation itself is not enough. What we actually have to do, we need to find the funding, as Chris was mentioning about investment, we need to find the funding to actually scale up. We're very good in this country about creating great ideas. But in the US, they're very good at creating great ideas and great companies. They've got a bigger economy, obviously they've got a bit of an advantage. But we seem to lack a certain edge when it comes to creating those world-beating companies. We sometimes get stuck at being small scale. And Neil's got a passionate belief that we really need to have to up our game to work out how we are going to scale up all these really innovative companies we've got, say the small companies we've got on the research park or in Norwich itself or at Hethel. How do we get those up and out and actually competing on the world stage? Because without that, you're not going to get that further investment into the community. We need that growth to drive the economy. So it's not good enough. And the key thing for here is we've got to get rid of this idea that failure is bad. We have a real issue in this country that we hammer people who fail. We are scared of failure. We do it through school. If you make a mistake, you get a black mark, you get a bad report. We don't actually encourage people to ask crazy questions, silly questions, and make fools of themselves because we're scared of failure. We've got to learn to fail, and we've got to learn to fail fast and often, because that's the only way you're going to really get those ideas coming round, by actually taking risks and being prepared to fail. And as a community, we've got to then be there to help pick people up and say, excellent, you failed, but it was a great idea. Let's go on and have another one and carry on. So that's the second point that Neil wanted to make. And the third point is, again, we've got to project ourselves globally. Yes, link into London because that's a creative centre, but we've actually got to stop looking at over our shoulder and comparing ourselves to Cambridge or to Suffolk or to Yorkshire or what everyone else is doing in this country. We need to be looking out and competing with the world, because that's the only way we're going to start attracting the angel investors who've got the deep pockets to fund the growth that we need. We need more local angels. We need more people coming into the community with pockets of cash to actually invest, because places like Silicon Valley have got that in droves. So Silicon Valley actually benefits because the people who made their money years ago are still there reinvesting it in the new stuff. And we need to get that sort of culture going here. And the best way to do it is actually to focus globally and not look over our shoulders and constantly compare ourselves to our neighbours. Because actually, it is the world that is our stage, not the UK. So that's my best bit for Neil. Thank you.